Welcome back, Hunters! I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, where our last hunt of the God Hunting Week is coming to a close. We took to the air to take down Akantor, the Black God, we torched our path against Tukanos, the White God, and now we're going to use our piercing build to take on the God of the Dead, Nakarkos. And Nakarkos is probably one of my favorite sort of like end of the endgame hunts. I'd probably have it right up there close to Alachion for one of my favorite, like, end fights, just because what these fights do is they incorporate a lot of, like, what you've hunted up to into themselves. Like, Alachion has a full mix of elemental abilities it's able to use, like fire, ice, lightning, dragon. So you have, like, everything you've kind of encountered in your journey, you have in this one hunt. And Nakarkos is kind of like that, too, with some of the things that it can use against you. And we'll show that off, but instead of elemental stuff, it's more the literal monsters that have made up your journey are a part of it. So we should be all set there. We've got the build in order. We're taking actually some extra combination stuff just to make sure we can shred through it proper. And we've got Ammo Saver skill, Pierce and Pierce up, True Shot up, Critical Boost, and Resentment. So we should be all set for this hunt. And to go after Nakarkos, we have to go to Wyvern's End. Everything about it just kind of lines up to the God of the Dead title. Yeah, so we'll grab a lot of stockpiled supplies here, because we'll probably need them. And just look at that for, like, a setting out there. But actually, what we're here for isn't way out there, but deep down here. I'm actually not sure. It looks like... Oh, okay, I guess that's sort of like ocean and coastline around there. Because I haven't taken a good look out there, but you can see... Oh, nice, this does have zoom scope on it. Okay, so yeah, we have the rivers flowing into here... And here, a great big pit we're jumping down into. But it's interesting that there's like that right on the horizon, but really our focus is deep, deep down here. And there it is, Nakarkos. You can see by, like, the, all the bones it has on its tentacles there. And also just kind of, like, coating itself, too, as a shell. Why I think God of the Dead does work as a pretty good title for it. And now... Yeah, so it's a little hard to see. Okay, now we can see a little bit of how it, like, incorporates other hunts into this one. I don't know if that's supposed to be a Glavenus skull or it's another type of monster, but what Nakarkos basically does is it has, like, a stockpile of carcasses and corpses it can kind of pull out and use. So it looks like it's an Uragon skull on one arm, and a Glavenus, or something close to Glavenus, on the other. And with those, you can see that opens it up to using, like, elemental strikes, or other effects. Oh, gotta be careful of that. Oh, and we've enraged it. And, yeah, now the whole arena kind of lights up because of that. Oh, there we go. And now, we can get some shots in at its weakest points. Now, while it has, like, the mucus around its, mandible, or, I guess, jaw and such, you usually can't really do too much damage for the middle there. Now, this is where the anti-dragon bombs come in. So let's get those up here. And we'll just get those seated in its place. And be ready to keep engaging. Okay, where are you popping out? Right there. Yeah, so you can see that it's got the, Uh-oh. We better move. Oh, maybe not. It looked like it was building up for an attack with the, lights going around its, like, jaws and that. And kind of is. But it's not where I thought it was coming out of. So Nakarkos, I think, is mostly a dragon element-based fight, or monster. It's just that it has the opportunity to, like, wield the other elements from, like, the carcasses it has down here. And we'll hop off just to stay safe. And where are you going off next? Oh, I think right under us. Oh, no, close to it. Yeah, now it's kind of like a phase change in a way. Sort of like how Atal'Ka had a number of phases. Nakarkos does switch through a few different things, too, it can do. Oh, we've got to be careful of that coming in. There we go. Nakarkos is actually one that through Generations Ultimate, even in Generations, you get a nice little bit of a build-up to like what it actually is. Like when you first encounter this monster in low rank, you basically only fight it in this phase, where it's like using its arms as these almost pseudo-heads. It's not until, I think, high rank that the fight evolves to you actually see the true monster hiding underneath it all. And then Generations Ultimate kicks it up to a little bit further. But I don't think... I'm not sure if I've got anywhere, like, good openings to work with for going after it right now. Yeah, I'll probably dig down. Or... oh, no, it's going to turn around and face us. Yeah, it ain't too thrilled with us. Well, that's good, because that's showing off more of the hunt. And we only just went through all of our Pierce 1, so we've got a good stockpile to keep working with. Ow. Although that hurt a lot. There we go. Ooh, try to avoid getting hit by anything. I'm just going to keep trying to sidestep all the beams it's shooting up. I'm trying to remember how many different skulls there are for Nakarkos to be able to use. It's got a fair mix. I think it's maybe 6 total? Like 3 on each arm. There's the Urgan skull, there's like a Lagiacris thing. There's a Brachydios. There's the Glavenus. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Hopefully, as we keep this fight going on, we'll get to see more. I can't be too focused on, oh, there we go. Got a nice part break there. Now, yeah, that smarted a bit. Okay, let's heal up. And keep working at it. But we gotta be careful of the goop that kind of gets placed on us. It's like an adhesive, so as we dodge in bones or such, I think that'll like cover us, and we'll have like sort of like the snowman status or the mud status, where we basically need to use a cleanser in order to be able to do any actions. Oh, yeah, there's... it's not quite Lagiacris skull, I think. It's something close to it, though. It uses Thunder Element, at least. There you are. Yeah, that's it, enraged now. Although, to use its... Oh, careful, careful, careful. Yeah, it's been a while since I've hunted Nakarkos, so I'm a little rusty for its attacks, but... in order to use the Dragon Element, it basically can't use any of the skulls that it normally carries on the end of its tentacles. We'll see about trying to get enough damage to, like, break one of those. Or get it out of the fight. Although, time to get moving. Because this is Nakarkos' ultimate. And you can see, it actually can sweep with it a certain direction. Nope, looks like it's calmed down for now, so I don't think we have to worry about... Okay, there's that arm taken care of. And that'll let us work at the mouth in that more easily. It kind of feels almost like a tall Ka, where you do have, like, at certain phases, you have a specific target you need to go for to progress along or do the most damage out. But it's not quite, I think, as concise as, like, you know what you have to do. The big thing is, though, this spot back here is like the weakest point of it. So any opening you have, you want to try getting up here to get damage in it here. Ow. Got knocked off a little bit there, but that's not a problem. I think we'll go back to Pierce 3. And work at this arm. And try to get that down. And let's get up there and just try to get some more slicing in. I don't actually know if we're hitting the weak spot itself. The bowguns, for how the ammo and stuff can sometimes hit, it's weird to know. Uh-oh, I think it's getting ready for another beam. Oh, there's the Brachydio skull. Although... oh, actually is going to hold on, use it. Ow. Yeah, I got hit with that, and you see we did get Blast Blade inflicted too. That's where, unlike Galatrian, who uses all the elements, you are kind of like facing off against little mini versions of all the monsters that you might have hunted up to this point to get here. We'll just heal up. And I think it's either getting new... yeah, it's just getting new skulls and doing a little bit of a reposition. Oh, you can get that on this arm, too. Now, we gotta be a bit careful of the temper tantrum, almost. Oh, okay, digging back down. And where are you going? Yeah, because of how powerful the Pierce shot is, we haven't really been able to see it using these arms that much because of like how much damage I've been trying to pump out to it. Now we'll go through the combo list and get ourselves restocked. And try not to get hit in the process. Okay, let's go back to Pierce 1s. And let's get some distance on that, because it'll start... yeah, there's the turn. And something that's, neat about Nakarkos, ow, I thought it was coming up soon, is that it's actually a monster that has multiple armor sets for itself once you get up to high rank. Like, you have... when we've gotten into high rank here, we've seen like monsters that have like just their regular armor sets and like a GR armor set or X or whatever. But Nakarkos actually has like different armor sets to line up with like its phases almost. Like there's one that's more made of bones and skulls and such, and one that's made more of like its actual cephalopod material or that. Kind of reminds me of like, say, in Iceborne where you have Sharish Valda with like the rock form or the rock coating on it, and then the form underneath it is if you had an armor set for each of those two sides it has. Another part break, which is very good. Yeah, it ain't too happy. Nope. Okay, let's... We've still got all these slicing shots. We can use 2 for the 1. I actually wonder if I should try using the slicing shots more on the blowhole over here. Because the side quest we have, or sub-quest, I think, is to damage the blowholes. I have to imagine that's what those parts are. Yeah, the armors might be getting in the way, so I might have to look at destroying, well, getting one of those knocked off to be able to get the blowholes. Because if I check that... Yeah, since I don't have either one of them yet. And going back down. And I think I might be going back to the phase where it's the arms that we're dealing with compared to the body. Nope. Nope, still going to keep the body going. Ow. Still got caught by that, eh? Yeah, the Pierce build really makes short work of Nakarkos being too much of a threat. So that should keep it, like, trying to do the beam attack, and that gives me a good opening. See if I'll try and damage this area. I was still saying that neither of them are broken yet. Okay, heading over this way. We'll just heal ourselves up. And keep working at them. I just want to see how hard it is to get the blowholes, like, damaged. Because I can't think of, like, what other parts would qualify as those. But I think the Nakarkos for melee could be a bit annoying trying to stay in range with how easily it's able to move that big body around, too. Yeah, you get angry. That's fine. And we'll keep working at him. Oh, yeah, charging up another beam. As long as we can get behind the skull here, we're safe. Although, it might... I don't know if it'd be able to do 2 beams in a row or not. I don't think so. Ow. Ooh, careful. Oh, just scraping the back there. Didn't quite get hit by that, but gotta be careful those. Yeah, there's a fair health pool to work through on Nakarkos, so I'm not too surprised it's taking a little bit of time to get down and through it. I think with how quickly it's starting to enrage, it is towards the last legs of the HP pool. Popping back up. Ooh, gotta be careful of those. And let's see. Maybe we'll just focus on trying to get them down. Like, try and get the blowholes as being the only or main target. It has been a little tricky, and I'm surprised, like, for all the shots I've been trying to pump in, I haven't gotten even one broken yet. Because I'm not sure how you would break those as, like, a Blade Master. Unless maybe it's a different part entirely I'm trying to hit, and I'm not even right there. Yeah, not one yet. Oh yeah, and Nakarkos has to be low with it going this quickly through some of its phases. I think we'll aim for taking down the God of the Dead, just straight up. And we'll use the Absolute Readiness to dodge right through the beam, just to make that easier. I do have all kinds of ballista shots in that, too. Okay, but that's not going to work to bind it right now. I guess the beam gives it immunity through it. Is it going to even do another beam, or is that it coming up? No, that's just it coming up. Come on, just a few more shots I think should do it. Oh, yeah, last one there. And there's also probably one of the most cinematic ends for a monster is Nakarkos' too. Basically shoots its final Dragon Blast right up to bring down the whole ceiling and opens up to the bright sky above. It's a superb fight. Truth be told, because there's nothing like super dependent on like the phase changes, I could see Nakarkos coming back in the future for sure. Oh, Secret Soul Orb. That actually might be the rarest material from Nakarkos we could get as well. I'll have to check that. But yeah, there's a lot of materials you can get off of Nakarkos. I think it's 5 or 6 carves you get for it. I don't think it has multiple carve spots like other monsters do. But yeah, it is a superb fight, and again, I like it just like how I like Elatrian. It kind of encompasses a lot of what you fought in the series into itself, so it feels like a journey capstone. We saw the Bracteos head, the Urgon skull, all that stuff it tried using. And does make for a pretty good fight. It can be a bit long, because again, you kind of have to figure out this back and forth rhythm of you go for the arms, and then the face area, then the arms, the face area, and then the glow spot when it's open. It's a little bit of a fight that I think it takes a while to get used to. And we'll have to check the box itself for that rare material. But I do think that's what we did get was one of Nakarkos' like rarest drops possible. Yeah, Secret Soul Orb, that was one of them. So that's a pretty nice reward. And the armor set I'm using right now is actually a mix of the high rank and low rank, or sorry, high rank and G rank Nakarkos stuff. Like I was talking earlier, I'll just show it off. Yeah, so for the full G rank set, this is one of the sets that you have that you can get. And then there's also, so this is kind of like, say, the revealed Nakarkos, more of the cephalopod parts and stuff. Then you also have its full skull set, or like skeletal set as well. And they have completely different stats and stuff they give you. Like here, it builds potential for and crisis, and the other one gives you insight, chance, prolong SP, and amplify. So it's neat that you have one monster giving you, like, multiple armor sets like that. It'd be like, again, as I had mentioned, if Shar Ishvalda from Iceborne gave you an armor set that's, like, both its rock form and then the set and reveal underneath it. But with all 3 gods hunted, we are now into the last Elegy dragons ahead for the series. And just like how I liked talking about Nakarkos and Elatrion together, I think Elatrion is going to start us off next week. But we'll get to that when we do. For now, though, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate G-Rank Hunts. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.